No.
What is that like?
I'm just about to go shoot after this. Yeah.
Guys, you guys beat a good team, UCLA tonight. But the one thing that I saw is that the maturity and poise that you showed late in the game when it's making a run. Can you guys talk about you guys playing poise in the last 5 minutes of the game when he was making his run?
We knew they were a really good team, and we had to take care of the ball because one of their main strengths is getting out in transition and running and shooting threes. So we knew we had to take good shots and make the right decision 100% of the time on offense.
Why do you
I
think
know
you
you
guys?
guys don't want to give anybody bulletin board material for the future. Does it mean just a little more beating UCLA?
Wait, what was that? What was
Mean
that?
a little more beating UCLA than somebody else?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, crosstown rivals, and it always feels good. Not only beating them, but just playing against them.
Why do you think you guys' zone was so effective tonight?
We just we prepare for them, and just listen to our coaches and just watch film and just study their players and when we went into zone, we were able to get some stops.
This is a question for both of you. Was this your best game of the year overall as a team?
Yeah, I think so. But it's just a building block, something we have to build off of, and we took a lot of steps forward tonight, and hopefully we can just keep building off of this.
How much did the fans play a big role? I mean, it was a packed house, pretty much all USC dominant. Just how much of a factor did really the energy of the arena play in the game?
It played a role. Of course, it's it's crazy when you have that many fans and students in the arena cheering for you. But our approach was to play hard regardless of who was in the crowd. That's our approach every game, and yeah, it felt good.
Shaquan, was this as comfortable as you felt since coming here? Just the way you're playing with confidence?
Well, I want to say this was the most I felt comfortable. I feel comfortable every game. But some games shots weren't falling. But like I said, I keep shooting. And it was falling today.
Chimezi, you've been here for the 4-game winning streak against UCLA. You were here for last year when you guys beat Arizona in 4 overtimes. Does this feel like the biggest win of your career so far?
I wouldn't say that, but it's just it was one of them, and I mean every game we just try to go out there and win and try to win every game, and yeah, I wouldn't say it was the biggest win.
Shaquana, you lost to a couple of ranked teams in recent weeks, and you weren't quite sure where your season was headed at this point. Did you feel this kind of gets you right back, right in the right direction again?
Well, of course, like Shimizu said, this is a great win, and we're gonna build off of it. We lost a couple earlier, but when you lose, you learn, and we just getting better. We learn from those mistakes. Like today, we at the end of the game, we broke the break, and in a couple games, we weren't able to break the press, and today we executed. So we're learning every day.
And how did you like when they came hard at you? They got it down to 4.
Mhm.
And you were able to withstand that and then pull away.
Oh, it's another thing. We stay composed. We've had times where some games where we let teams actually come back and made it tough. And when they made that lead, we stayed composed and got stops after they're great players. They're gonna hit shots and they hit some shots, but we stayed in the game and got the win.
Do you see this offensively as a confidence build? Like you said, cut to 4, cut to 6. Big 3 balls by D'Anthony Thomas and Jordan McLaughlin to really kind of pull through. Do you see this game as an offensive pull?
Yes. A couple guys, like I said, we're in shooting slump, but we can build off this, and next game, we can keep shooting those shots that we had this game.
For both players, at the beginning of the game, a slow start, you had to gather up with the timeouts. And then tell us how, in the flow of the game, when those pressure points came up, and during those timeouts, the advice from Coach Enfield and the staff.
I think in the first couple minutes we were a little rushed, taking a lot of bad shots. I took a couple bad shots. Then we just settled down, and then we realized that on offense we could pretty much get whatever we wanted, whatever shot we wanted, and we just came down every time offensively and executed our sets.
For Shaquan, any special advice from the coaches on who might be checking on ball or on their offensive threats?
The question was.
During the timeouts when there were sessions to talk about game strategies and timing in the game, any advice on who to pick up quicker, better, harder, or how to come at them?
Everybody. No, we playing against everybody. Stop everybody. Alonzo. He likes to push the ball. Stop him. All of them like to push the ball. Actually, just stop him on the fast break, and then stop him from getting those quick threes off because they're a great shooting team, and that's pretty much what we did.
Messi, last year you had your first 20-point game against UCLA, and this year, Shaquan, you set a career high. Is there something about playing the Bruins that really brings out the best in you guys?
I mean, like I said earlier, it's just they're our rivals, and I mean, you just have just a little bit more energy when these games come up on the schedule, and it helps when your shots start falling early, and then you just pretty much rolling after that.
Shaquan, do you have anything to add?
Well, like I say, it's a rivalry game. Of course, you got a little bit of a little more edge of wanting to win this game. But like I said, every game we want to win, and we had the same approach. We're going to come with the same energy regardless of who we're playing.
Chimezi, late in the second half, you were fouled on a dunk and sort of looked out into the crowd, sort of pumping your chest a little bit. How excited were you to be able to play in this kind of atmosphere, and how much did that affect you during the game?
It was great. I just kind of wished that it was like that every game, and but I mean, the crowd was great tonight, and we just kind of fed off of them for the entire 40 minutes.
One more for the players. Shaquan, you're a guy who went through the whole transfer process. A night like tonight where you're a leading scorer in a big rivalry game, does it kind of feel like this is why I came to SC?
Of course, feels great. Big games, big stage, this is where I want to play, and step up, help my team win. So, yeah, it feels great.